Are you struggling to make poetry fun and engaging for your homeschoolers? In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the top resources in our homeschool for poetry that have made our mornings so magical. Hey guys, welcome back to Pit Pack Adventures. My name is Samantha, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the top resources of poetry that we have used in our homeschool for over 5 years now, each of them at different seasons in our homeschool, and I want you guys to tell me what you think about each of these resources, and if you have used any of these in your homeschool, what are your thoughts about each of them? So let's get started. First book that I have for you guys today is The Llama Who Had No Pajama. And this is by Mary Ann Hoberman or Haberman. I'm not sure if that O is long or short. But this has 100 favorite poems in this book. My kids really love this because it has a llama on the front. So who wouldn't love that? But it's just that. It's just a very short book filled with wonderful little poems I'm going to turn so you can see this a little bit better. I want you to be able to see this. There we go. So, it has all of these different poems. The illustrations are wonderful. I'll give you a little quick flip through. Poetry is not something that I remember doing a lot of in school. Now, I do remember doing some, but poetry is not something that I tend to lean into. I'm more of a language arts, history, and science mama. Although, I don't know, the experiments can get a little bit daunting at times with science. But poetry, I just don't know much about it. So therefore, it's not something that I just always just am up and ready to do with my children. But these books make it so easy and they make it so fun. So that's just a little quick flip through of this first one that I was going to show you. The Llama Who Had No Pajama. And this is illustrated by Barry. This is illustrated by Betty Fraser. Okay, and I also want to read you this quick excerpt from the back. This is Marianne Haberman. I'm not sure how to say that last name. She was the Children's Poet Laureate in 2008 to 2010. And she was the winner of the National Council of Teachers of English Award for Excellence in Poetry for Children. This is a nice little one. This is a nice little one you could grab for your littles. Let's move along to the second one. So the second one is A World Full of Poems, Inspiring Poetry for Children. Now this one I like because I feel like it's geared more towards preschool, kindergarten, first, second grade. It is a collection of poems, and it's pretty thick, if you can see that. And they're just simple. The illustrations are very simple. There's nothing just jumping out of the page or jumping off the page. I feel like it's more of kind of like a more Charlotte Mason type of book of poems, because it's just illustrations aren't grabbing your attention. It's more about the words on the page. It's more about the poem itself. So this is what I like about it, and it's just full of different poems about different things. Like you see the skyscrapers on that one. My Bike, A Song of Kites. I feel like I'm not doing this flip through a very good service here. What Do the Trees Know? Grandfather's Chopsticks. Global Gorging. Yeah, so it's just that. It's just a very simple book. That's what I love about it. Now, at the very end, the other thing that I like about this book is, well, obviously there's an index or a glossary. Oh, and it gives, I didn't see this, guys, it gives like the different definitions of the different poems, like a haiku, a narrative poem. Oh, autonomopeia. Oh my goodness, that was a blast from the past. Autonomopeia. Wow, I haven't heard that word in a really long time. A simile, a stanza, a syllable, a metaphor. Okay, so it teaches the kids all of this. Now, this is what I love. Now, let me go back to here if I can find it. It has all of these different poetry activities that you can do with your children. So you can do reading aloud. You can do a poem treasure hunt, sharing your opinions. And it says starting to write. So it's actually kind of prompting you to write your own poem. It tells you the next steps to do with your poem, the different styles to try, such as a haiku. Turn your poem into art. Getting better as a poet. A day full of poems. Like, there's all of these different neat ideas that you can do with your kiddos with this book. And I love the front of it too. It's just so inviting. It's so inviting. I love it. And that's why I got it. But I also want to just speak to, we do poetry with the good and the beautiful. Almost, probably I would say every other lesson, they have some sort of poetry associated with the lesson with the good and the beautiful. And that's something that I really appreciate about that curriculum. My daughter, who is in 3rd grade, she is often writing different stanzas in poetry for her lesson, and I think she did one yesterday, as a matter of fact, because I was kind of prompting her on, what verse or what line could go after this line. And so for her, she was like, Mama, I can't do it. And I was like, yes, you can. It's just like writing a song. So when I kind of prompted her to do that and think of it as like a song, she kind of really took with it because she loves music, and she plays the piano. She's taking lessons, so that really kind of made her see it in a different light where she could relate to it more. And so she really enjoyed doing that yesterday with the good and the beautiful. So that is something that I really love about their curriculum, is that they do introduce poetry so much to the children throughout the lessons. Now, these next two are my favorite poetry books that I have found so far. We use them. One we're currently using right now, and the other one we've used for years in our homeschool. I think I probably purchased it the first year that we were homeschooling, and I love it. So let me show you the first one. This is Sing a Song of Seasons, a nature poem for each day of the year. Now, these were selected by Fiona Waters, and the illustrations are by Fran Preston Gannon. And it is so cool. I feel like I probably need to scoot back. You probably can't see that very well. Okay, here we go. The hair is getting in the way. Okay, so, introduction. And you see how it has all of the months laid out for you. If you want to go in chronological order, you can, and go by every day of the year and read the poem for that day of the year. You don't have to do that. You can jump around. Now, what I love about this book, obviously the illustrations, they are gorgeous, but I just love how it's full of these different beautiful poems. It is such a wonderful collection. Oh, I saw that one. It was Oh Dandelion. The dandelions are out now. And that's another thing that you could do with your kiddos to just kind of spice it up in your homeschool and make it fun for them, is to have like a poetry tea time and sort of like maybe like cordially invite them to your tea time later on that day, and maybe have some little snacks, some little hors d'oeuvres for them, and make them a cup of chamomile or even dandelion tea. And you guys could read some poetry together in the afternoon for like a little break from your homeschool. You could even like go so far as to get some like of those cheap hats from, your local thrift store or off of Amazon, and make it really fun if that's something that you want to start doing in your homeschool, maybe like every other week or every month. But I hope you're getting a good feel of this book because I love it. This is one of my favorite poetry books that we have ever purchased. So that was Sing a Song of Seasons. Love it. Love that book. Let me know if you've used this book before. I feel like with every video I do, I like get closer to the camera. It's like I just really want to see you guys, and so I know I'm talking to a camera as I presently film this, but I also know that you guys are going to be on the other side of this when it's uploaded, and so I'm just like, it's like I'm wanting to reach out and like touch you and tell you all about these things that I'm using. But this book is what we are currently using, and this is a child's book of poems. Now, I am not even going to begin to try to pronounce this name. I'm not going to do it. If you know how to pronounce it, let me know, because I do not. Gayo Fujikawa. I do not want to offend anyone, so I'm not sure, but all I can say is that this one is our favorite one, in addition to this big guy. Yeah, so this is the one we're currently doing, and I'm going to show you why I love it so much. How could you not love that? Okay, a child's book of poems. We do poetry in our morning time routine. It's not like a set thing that we do, but we normally do it at least 3 to 4 times a week, I would say. So we have a lot of different things in our morning routine that we kind of swap with, and maybe I need to do a video on that, because we don't have like a routine that we do like every day, like it's set in stone for our morning routine. It kind of switches every day depending on how I feel, depending on how the kids feel, what we really want to do that day, what we've really been enjoying. So, and that's the beauty of homeschooling, is that you can do that. You can change it up every day. It's something exciting every day, and so yeah, we do that. So yeah, let me show you some more. This was one of our favorites, Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod. That's a classic poem, Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod. That was one of our favorites. This was a good one too, The Mountain and the Squirrel. This one was really cute. Let's see. It's just beautiful to look at. And then so you have the color illustrations, and then I really appreciate when you get to a page that's just more of like a black and white illustration, because it, like I said, it gives more over to the poem as opposed to the illustration. And so I really want the kids to focus on the poetry. Yes, the illustrations are beautiful, and that's one reason why I buy all of the books, is because of the illustrations like this one. But I also just want them to come to know poetry. I want it to be secondhand for them. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So if you guys have any questions about any of these books, isn't that just beautiful? Just let me know. I would love to answer any questions you have. Oh, school is over. That might be one we have to do soon. We are year-round homeschoolers, so as everyone else is getting out for the summer, we're going to still be knocking it out in our homeschool. We just take too many trips during the school year, which is a good problem to have, for it to work out to where we stay on like a traditional school schedule. Not that we want to stay on that schedule. A year-round homeschool is what works best for us, and we kind of fell into that routine very early on in our homeschool. I think my daughter was in kindergarten when we started that routine. We had a health scare with her. We had just traveling that we were doing, and so there was no way we were going to finish on the allotted time for a May stop time like everyone else. So we continued on during the summer, and I found that that was the best for us, because we didn't enter into that summer slide where we forgot everything. And it also just kind of keeps us in a routine. I took I think it was about 6 weeks off with the kids last year, and it was so hard getting back into that routine that we just knew. It was so hard, and it was also very apparent to me that they had forgotten quite a bit of the information that we had ended with. So we kind of had to do a bit of a review in the beginning of the year. So yeah, it was not good for us. We prefer to homeschool year round. Let me know in the comments down below if you are a year round homeschooler. My kids really don't seem to mind because we do travel so much. We're actually about to pack up and go on a trip in just a few minutes. It is currently 6 o'clock in the morning as I am shooting this video. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that or not, but the thing about this channel is that it's very raw and it's very authentic, and I want to talk to you like I'm talking to my best friend. I've got stuff all over the living room. I've got clothes. I need to pack up the suitcase. I have the kids' backpacks over here. And I may actually just kind of take you guys around and show you what we do when we do travel, because I just posted that Pioneer Woman travel vlog because we literally just got back last week from that and we're headed out again. But I'm so excited about where I'm going this time, or about where we're going this time. We are going to Branson, Missouri. I'm so excited because it's not a hunting trip. It's nothing like that. Everyone in my family loves hunting, but I need a break from that every now and then. And so today we are traveling to Branson, Missouri, and we are going to be going, or I say we, I am going to be going to the Teaching Them Diligently conference for homeschool families, and I'm so excited because I've been looking at this conference for several years. I went to conference, it was about 2 years ago. I went to the Great Homeschool Convention over in Round Rock, Texas. I had the immense pleasure of meeting and listening to Sarah McKenzie that authors the book Teaching from Rest, and that book has been so pivotal in my homeschooling journey. It's gotten me through a lot of hard seasons, and I know that it probably has for you too if you've read it. If you've not read it, I highly recommend that you do. It will change your whole outlook on homeschooling, and it will just encourage you and motivate you to keep doing this job that you're doing as a homeschooling parent, and I try to read it at least once every year. As we're gearing up for like our new school year, where we're finishing our old curriculum, starting with our new curriculum, there's a couple of small reads that I try to get in just to refresh my mind and to motivate me and encourage me to keep going. I think that is the good thing about going to a convention, is that you are in this huge room with all of these like-minded people, and the energy is just so high, it's so special, and you get to look at all of the new curriculum, and you get a lot of free stuff too. My stomach's growling, I'm hungry. But anyway, I could talk on and on about homeschool and curriculum and conventions and all of the things, but I don't want this video to get super long. But I will be taking you guys along to convention with me and be showing you everything that they have at the Teaching Them Diligently Homeschool Convention. Give us a prayer for safe travels, and we will see you guys soon. I appreciate you being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.